Welcome back, everybody. This is episode 8. If you stuck with me this far, I appreciate it. As you well know, the last thing we did was we put a huge dent in the Kamas Collective, our arch enemy here, who's also in first place. We took 2 of their systems, beat one of them down pretty badly, and we took 2 systems from them. We ended the war. I think actually we took an outpost here. I think just an outpost here. So technically 3 things from them. And it turned out that our tech, I mean, most of it was surprise, right? I went behind enemy lines and there wasn't a lot of fleets there. But even when I fought their fleet here, our tech was still good enough and actually slightly better, or at least my custom design of the ships was better. To hold our own, we ended up killing more ships in the end, at the end of the war, than they did. We ambushed a lot of their troop transports, which was great. Held on in the back, in other words, in my colonies, and went deep into their territory and took 2 of their most valuable colonies that I could tell anyway. So went very well, all things considered. The gambit worked. The only problem is, of course, now I'm down. My cash flow is negative 86,000. So one of the first things I want to do is, because tech costs money, is I want to spend all this 30,000 if I can on tech, so depending on how quickly this recovers, I'm not losing tech at all. By the way, I just happened to notice this before when I was looking through my system, so I need to get rid of no, I don't want to get rid of that yet, because that damage is 13.3. Okay, so we're going to leave that on, but we want to get rid of it soon. I'll be checking on that, but the main thing right now is I want to go to tech, and I want to make sure I'm researching some things. Something really long range would be great. This would be fine, except I've got to get more money in order to use that. So I'm not going to jump down to there. I think I might do something that might have an immediate help to me. Let's see. Yeah, I think this is a wonder, right? You can only build 1 in your empire. But the empire bonus is better war weariness, which is great for my next war. And the particular colony I put it on will get some extra money from that. So I might do that one. And yeah, I definitely want to get this going because I want to stop some of this plague activity. And that's pretty high up there, so I might do that. Oh, actually, there's one more thing I was going to try to do. Yeah, this sector governance. Okay, now I've crossed this line here where I think, if I haven't already, but I'm behind, right? So I think it's already happened. I've crossed this line here where I think this tier of tech is going to cause the Shakturi to come, the events to start. So, but I don't think I have any hope anyway, but I need the money from this. So I could upgrade these planetary administration buildings and that would generate tons of cash for me. So that's a good one to put in there. And do I have enough for that? Medical stuff, yep. Biological workshop. Okay, that's good. I don't know how much I've left. Does it say somewhere? I don't know. Well, you can see everything's grayed out, right? That's a sign that I have no more money left. But those guys are all very time-consuming, which is great. Yeah, these are good because these will help me assimilate. Okay, they're both selected already. And just for lack of anything else, I'll just pick one of these. Okay, that's all. I think we're out of money, right? So I go back here. We're down to... Because I'm going to go into the red, and once I go into the red, I can't spend money on techs anymore, and my money was just going to go away in 5 seconds anyway, unless some of my bonus cash was helping me, but I don't think I have that much. Okay, and I think if I remember correctly, right, my government type, it is Path of the Ancients. Okay, I don't think I have... Oh, I do have Way of the Ancients. Okay, so Way is way better. So you can see that. I don't know why. Usually I thought you get these at the same time, but I guess not. So some event has happened since then. I've gotten this one. This one's much, much better. Certainly for war weariness, diplomacy, pretty much everything. Yeah. So let's change that. Okay, that's good. Now, mining stations, right? Oh, well, I'm going to wait till I recover. But yeah, I guess there's a couple. Yeah, that's an enemy territory there. That's not bad. Fuel near the front. Yeah, that's actually really good. Not so important, but I give my guys something to do. Oh, and I should have looked here, but now if I don't have enough money, I can't build them. All right, there's nothing here anyway. So the main thing I want to do is recover, right? Start to recover quickly. And when I recover, I want to buy out hopefully there's some research. Actually, I can tell right now. So if I go to these guys that I just beat up and I say, speak with them, negotiate a deal. Let's see the bases. Yep, there's one right here for 12,000. Actually, I could have done that before I spent all my money, but I think I did it the right way. So you can see this and probably most, and there's another one too. There's two of them in there. Okay. So I want to grab these two research stations from him, just purchase them for 50 grand or so. As soon as I recover money. I don't know if that's going to happen in a while. And then I want to keep an eye out on any systems here that have buildings that I can retire, right? So this guy, as soon as that damage is fixed, see, so that 13.3% damage is going to take a long time to repair unless I have this, right? You can see it does damage repair rate at 2% per year. So in a couple, 3 or 4 years, we'll be fine. I don't think anybody else has that to worry about. I don't think so. Yeah. Okay. So that's the only thing I'm going to let happen over time. And really, I'm just going to let it run. I mean, I want to get my fleets maybe retrofitted, and if they haven't been, I think they have been. I certainly want to get them refueled just for the and repaired for the next whatever. Okay. I'm not too concerned where they're going to do it just now. I'm going to end up repositioning my fleets eventually. Okay, let's retrofit this. Okay. And yeah, this will retrofit these guys to my ships, but my ships are so much more powerful now. I think that'll be fine. Okay, let's let it run. And now it's going to be boring for a while, right? So I'll talk about future strategies. So I don't know. I think the Shakturi events are going to start to happen, and then everything's going to be changed, right? But these green guys here, they're very weak. In fact, let's take a look at the victory conditions here. Yeah, they're well, no, they're actually stronger than me a little bit. Okay, but again, they're on my border there. I might take them out. And these guys are still way stronger than me, but I don't know. Hopefully, I'll build up more. Oh, one thing I want to look at too, right? Is any other? I don't have the money to do this, but yes, there are some more colonies I could develop here. Let's do this by suitability. Oh, and yeah, and I remember this guy's really far. It's not that far away, but we got these guys. Okay, now wait a minute. Where did I get the money to do this? Oh, I don't have the money to do it. I think it's like 40 grand or 20 grand or something. I don't know. I probably don't have the money, but I can set it to build it as soon as possible, and it will, you know, at its earliest convenience when money does come back, it will do this. Yeah, I think Mars is probably the best one there. But that's on the edge of my empire, but that's all right. We'll do that one. I know that one's... See, if I do this one, I get a free tech, right? Which may or may not help me. We'll do this one. And yes, and all this is going to set me back somewhat monetarily, but I like having them in systems I already control. Easier to defend. Okay, anyway. Oh, this is nice. I probably won't use that, but okay. Anyway, it's nice to get. All right, let's let this run. Now that's going to help me, right? So now the simulation should go faster. And of course, this is a big one. Now you can see, right? Oh, actually, it's not too bad. Oh, I just went positive. Wow, when did that happen? I wonder if that was my government kicking in. All right, let's just let it run. That's great. All right, so now my tech's doing really well. And as soon as I get to like 60 or 70,000, I'm going to buy those research centers that I pointed to earlier. Wow, that was a quick recovery. Like I said, it must have been my government change or something else. Let's see. Now watch this, right? It's going to go way up, maybe to 1,700 or 1,800 as soon as this tech's done, because this is going to, well, they have to upgrade themselves, right? They have to retrofit themselves. Okay. Yeah, I'm still struggling to maintain. All right, whatever. But we're much better off than I thought we would be. Wow, that happened quickly. Okay, so yeah, I went up to 1,700, right? That's about right. So that's good. Now, I still don't think I'm competitive with this guy, but I am going to buy off right now. I think I have enough money, I don't think. 2 of his research stations. Let's do that. Right. Okay, negotiate. Let's see. Research station. Oh, I don't have enough for both of them, I don't think. There's 1. Let's see what it would take. There's 2. And of course, I could sell them. Oh, I could sell them back their general or admiral. Yeah, I might use their admiral. Their general, I mean, sorry. I do care about their admiral, but the general. And of course, as you know, or maybe you don't know, you can try to recruit these guys for yourself. So if I look at how good that guy is. Well, yeah, let's do this. Okay. Because then I can grab some other stuff here. Well, including our admiral. Oh, obviously it's going to turn red. But let's sell them some of these places. Yeah, okay. Whoa. Now, that place I may not want to tell them about because that place I might not have... I don't remember if I've occupied that or not, right? Yeah, and Mars, too, I haven't occupied. So, all right, let's do that one. That one. You know, the smart thing would be to look all these up to see if I've already occupied them, but that's all right. I'm not. I don't want to waste our time doing that. All right, I'm going to give them a little cash. There we go. All right, good. So I got an admiral back. I hope he's good. I assume he is. And I got 2 research stations, right? So my research is going to increase. Obviously, his is going to drop. Okay, thank you. And let's see what our research is now. Yep, a little higher. And I don't know if it's going to reflect here, right? But I'm still way behind. This is still not great. But I bought myself a little jump there. All right. So we're recovering much faster than I thought, which is great. I mean, once these colonies, right, all these red colonies finally assimilate, and you can see them slowly doing that here, right? Really slow. I'll be making a lot of money, right? Because these are super valuable colonies here. Yeah, okay, it's still damaged. Okay, this is great. We're doing much better than I thought. And now I'm not so upset about, or not worried about claiming all these places too. Yeah, let's grab that one. Yeah, I like that one too. Okay. I don't know if I have enough money to do all of them. We'll see. And you, of course, you can monitor that by clicking on colony ships. Yeah, you can see there's 3 of them being built. Okay. And they'll automatic, in theory, there was a bug for a while that didn't do this always, but they'll, in theory, pick the right race to go colonize those places, right? So you can see at least 3 of them are already in motion here. Great. Beautiful. Okay. All right. You know, and it's a game because they take a long time for these to improve, right? But yeah, and you can, of course, micromanage it and have, early in the game I do this, right? I have colony ships bringing people back and forth. You probably saw that earlier in one of the earlier episodes. But I just can't be bothered right now. I got too many things to think about. All right, but again, it's a long-term investment, right? So all these very small colonies will relatively quickly... By the way, let's check out this guy here. Yeah, no, it's no use. Except you get this bonus, right? Okay. Oh, okay, so that's actually pretty good. You get a plus 5% military ship maintenance savings for your empire. That probably makes up for this. I bet you it does, makes up for this. I mean, the only way to tell is to get rid of it and see how much your maintenance cost goes up in here, right? But, you know, I don't have time to do that. All right, good. But, you know, it's this game, as I was saying, to try to get future colonies, even though they're a drain, right? But you can see already these are becoming profitable, right? I don't remember when I did these, but that wasn't that long ago, right? And then, of course, it starts to snowball. It's exponential almost for a while, right? And then, of course, when you hit your maximum pop, then it's going to stop getting better. But as I research text for colonies, right, for better quality, it'll go up. Anyway, it's a game we're playing to make sure always maximizing money and whenever possible making a positive cash flow so that my research is at max here, which it is. All right, let's let this run. By the way, I did update my guide to 4.0, so it covers pretty much the only thing, if somebody else pointed out for me, thank you, is the PD section I haven't updated, but almost every other section I have updated. And certainly I looked through to find things that were just wrong because things have changed since the updates. And I think I hit probably, I would say 96% of it. And if you find some little one there, I'd really appreciate. What is that? Oh, I think that's an engine. Advanced containment. I don't know what that is. Oh yeah, I can. So, oh, that's just going to show me the ship that. All right. That's not going to show me. Advanced containment. Is that an engine? Advanced containment. Usually it'll be something pretty forward, right? Well, put in the comments if you found it. I didn't see what it was. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to go down this track. I kind of like these Nova missiles here. And this is going to be pretty cheap for me. So I'm going to go down that track. Oh, yeah, good. So after everything else, okay. Yeah, I wonder what that was that I just found. You know, sometimes it's pretty far ahead, but I don't see it. Oh, maybe here. Okay. By the way, something I did skip, which I shouldn't have, is these are great, right? You can build these academies, which give you bonuses in certain areas. So, in fact, I think I'll do that right now. Okay. We've got a lot of stuff to get through here. This is going to be great. We're going to make a lot of money off this one. And also when I build this, right? I got to remember to build that. It's almost done. Okay, great. We're doing really well. I mean, we are way behind our neighbors, don't get me wrong. But I mean, considering what I just went through, we're doing pretty well. Still don't think we're going to win. Okay, here it comes, right? So, and again, spoiler alert, I don't, at this point, begins the Shakturi event, right? And we're going to be able to buy some time by researching certain things. But basically, this is where first the creatures are going to come in and eventually the refugee fleet, which will eventually turn into Shakturi. And this is pretty early for me. Obviously, the other techs of the other empires were ahead of me. And then the average tech level must have reached some level that set this off. So now it's a ticking clock, right? And I'm pretty far behind. Don't know how we'll handle this, but it'll be fun because that's why we play. All right, so let's see where this is. Okay. Right. See, so these are the two new technologies that I've got to start researching. And if I research, I think both of these, I will get a reprieve for whatever it is, 5 years or something like that. I don't remember what it is. But it will delay the creatures coming in. But my strategy is going to be to put a massive fleet here. So when the creatures come in, they don't get to spread out. The fleet kind of takes care of them. But even at the tech level I'm at, the fleet will get beat up pretty quickly, and I'll have to keep replacing it. It's going to be a little whack-a-mole game, but let's see what happens. Okay. And now I don't even know where this is, so let me back out slowly and take a look. Hopefully it's right there. All right, well, listen, in some ways this is good. It's right at the center of my empire, so I think my capital's here, so I can get ships and fleets here pretty quickly, which is good. I have time yet. I'm just going to work on the research. So as soon as this one's done, I will... as soon as that one's done, I will work on those techs. I have a little bit of time here. I don't have to go crazy. Oh, that's great. Multi-role starships. Okay, that's cruisers. That's excellent. Now, this isn't good. Yeah, that's not good. Oh, won't show me? Come on. Anyway, it will show up here in about 3 seconds, right? I'm hoping. If they destroy the research base, why can't I rebuild it? Huh. Weird. All right. If I get enough money, I'll start buying these techs, right? I mean, I'm rushing them because I really, really need them. In fact, I might rush this one. Let's see how much it's going to cost me. Maybe it's too much money. No, 150 grand. That's great. All right. Now, I have it on... Oh, I don't usually do this, but I have the buildings upgrades on auto. So it's going to upgrade these buildings on its own pretty much. But I may immediately force some of the most important colonies. Okay, so that's going to be big money, right? Oh, see, it's already doing it. Yeah, so it's pretty good at handling this as long as the money is available. That's great. Okay, so obviously what's going to happen is when you first... So my money dropped because as they're replacing these buildings, right, or they're retrofitting them, the old building is gone, right? So it wipes out the old building, and then it builds the new version of the building. And while it wipes out that old building, right, my economy crashes for a short period of time. All right, that's fine. But it's going to quickly recover as soon as those buildings are built, which will be pretty quick, as you can watch this one, see how fast it's going. And then it's going to bounce back even higher than it was. Okay, now, the one thing I want to do is I want to start working on those paranormal psychic research there so I can delay this thing. Okay. Wow, what is planetary core experiments? All right, see, it's starting to bounce back, and it will And then the other ones will upgrade, right? It'll go down the list here. Let's see if, yeah, they're still working on that. Okay, and this is, damage is almost there, 2%. I almost feel like canceling this before I forget it, but I'll just leave it on the screen. All right, I don't want to let the psychic research go too long. Great. I got to build that. Oh, there's like a bunch of things I have to build, right? Okay. Yeah, just want to let this go. All right, 1%'s fine. 1% will fix itself quickly. I mean, yeah, it's going to be done before we even have a chance. Okay. What did we get? Heavy ion weapons. Okay. So ion weapons are interesting. They, ion weapons will, if the ion defense is not strong enough on the target, right, will sometimes freeze components from working, whether it be a weapon or more importantly, a shield. And during that, I don't know what it is, 30 seconds or 15 seconds, the ship has no shields, right? So they're pretty interesting. And I have used them before later in the mid-game. I may do that this game too. I don't know. It's hard to judge the success of that, like how much worth it. Because obviously I'm giving up another weapon in that slot, not the slot so much, but how many total size points that it takes to do that, right? So I don't know. One day I'll do a video on that and really look into it, particularly since a lot of the weapons and PD stuff have changed. I really need a pass on that. All right, I'm going to get rid of this thing. That'll save me some immediate money, although we're already positive, which is great. And I also have to go down and make sure I do these new colonies. Well, yeah, right. Like this one. You got to build the building in the first place. Okay, so let's get that done. Yeah, this guy doesn't have one. Yeah, for this the low population ones, it's not so big a deal. But for anything above a certain population, I want to make sure I have it. Okay, so I think the rest of them all have it. Great. And when those are built, we're going to get an even bigger boost. Now, the other thing we want to build, and it doesn't really matter where, unless you're worried about it getting taken over. So here I'm going to build the, I want these guys to be happy. I think it's a pretty big, yeah, it's 5,500. That's a pretty big planet with, yeah, really high suitability. So I'm going to build this, this one here we talked about, where is it? Yeah, this holographic network, right? So that's going to give 10% happiness to this colony, which is great. And then empire-wide, it'll give me the war weariness bonus. So that's great. Right, this one, trade income. I may do this in my home. Trade income. Yeah, we'll do that one in my home. Now, here's the building we found, right? It's a mega lab. Wow. Plus 5% all research. So this is what I got from something, from fixing a ship or whatever. Wow, that's really cool. I don't think I've ever seen that. I just don't remember it. Oh, look at it. It does affect the quality modifier, right? Look at that. Minus 10%, I guess, because you're digging into the core. So I don't want to do that on one of my good planets, right? Wow, never saw this before. But I do want to do it for the Empire, right? To give the Empire plus 5%, so it's totally worth it. All right, so I'm going to not do that here. But I will do this here in my home. It doesn't have any negative effects. Okay, great. But let's pick something with a low population limit. Yeah, this guy. Even though it's continental, let's see the suitabilities. Mixed, whatever. And it's not mixed, but I'm saying there's a lot of population here. Okay. Mostly human. Oh, it's a bunch of other guys, though. So anyway, I'll pick this guy because he's got a low diameter, right? See that 2,867? So he's already his max population. Look at this. And he's not generating a whole lot of money, right? So this isn't going to hurt me very badly to do that. Oh, except I can't afford it. Okay. But I do want to build that as soon as I get some money back. Let's wait. So I remember this place called Krelai. Strange name. Yeah, some games I will just rename every colony, and I'll rename it sometimes for the importance of it, or I might do something like put an E in front of it for if they're in the east versus W in the west. And it's kind of nice to help you organize that. I'm not going to do that for this video, but I sometimes do rename all of them to something useful for me. And it's, of course, even more fun to role play, right? And make the human colonies sound human and the other ones sound maybe in a made-up language of the other races. Okay, I think we have enough now. Let's pause the game and let's build this thing. Wow, I've never seen that. Okay, great. And then, of course, planetary beam defense. So I'm going to go back to those recently conquered colonies. Yeah, these guys think they probably already have it. Oh, did I not remove this? Okay, thought I did that already. Yeah, they already have it, right? So there's nothing else. But I would build every single defensive thing I could here, but they already have them all. And you saw pretty effective how those things were, chewing up my fleet pretty badly. And imagine if there had been an enemy fleet plus these planetary defenses chewing up my fleet, that would have been pretty bad. Okay, great. Oh, no, not great. So let's research those. I almost forgot. I think they're down here. Those new techs, those paranormal techs, they are, I feel like they're getting close. Here they are. It's going to go super quick, right? So it's almost like if you could figure out how long you have before the event won't trigger anymore, you could probably kind of wait, because I think once you pick these, it then triggers the event to the next level, right? But I never took the time to figure out exactly how long I have before doing this. And I certainly don't want to miss it, right? So I'm going to just do it right away. And then when I click, when the research happens to this one, it will, it'll tell us we've got some more time, but it's not a lot of time, believe me. Okay, let's let it go. Now, usually when I have a war like this with these guys, although they're only -13, they usually declare war again, like not too soon after, right? They get angry with me. We're sharing territory overlapping here. Yeah, and obviously their spies are doing sabotage. Okay. Why does this not take me to the colony? That's really weird. Okay, yeah, this is part of it. Yep, okay, so keep going. And let's see. Oh, there's one. That's maybe the one they just blew up. I don't know why this other one didn't show up. Maybe it was just damaged. I don't know. I mean, we can take a look, right? We can go into this system. Although I don't know where it was. Was it here? Yeah, it's right here. See? Huh. Now, why isn't that showing up? Maybe because it's my colony. But see, that's the research station that was blown up. So let's get that built. Should have done that a long time ago. And yeah, it wouldn't be bad to rebuild some. I really should retrofit these defense base too. Yeah, I really should go through and do that, because I don't like the default ones they use. Okay, so let's do that. Let's design a defense. Oh, maybe. Well, anyway, let's hit upgrade and work on it. No, I think this is exactly the way I want it. Yeah, I did do this one. Okay. Anyway, what may have happened, right? If these were small before, they would be medium. So it's always good to hit upgrade on this anyway. Yeah, I don't know why I need a short range sensor there, but all right. All right, good. So just upgrade that. So now I know that's up to the latest one. And let's build a couple of these here. And on the... Oh, and there's no spaceport. I forgot about that. I remember when we took this place over, I was so surprised there was no spaceport. I should have built that a long time ago. Okay, and let's build some defensive bases. They can be coming from any direction here, right? So here's another one. Okay. Anyway, this is a lot of maintenance costs, but it's probably worth it, because these are certainly going to be hotspots. And this lesser important planet, let's see. It probably needs a spaceport too, my guess would be. Let's see. Nope. Yes. Nope, it's got one. Okay. That's so weird. I must have destroyed it and didn't notice it. There's no way they didn't have it. Okay. Keep going. Yep. Okay, here we go. So we've been able to slow the destabilization of the gravitic rifts that have appeared throughout the galaxy, but we haven't been able to stop them. This is a victory, but our scientists suspect, yep, we got to prepare for the impossible task. Well, we know what the task is, and it is impossible at this point. Okay. All right, let's go zoom back out. So, honestly, I don't know that a war with the green guys right now would make sense. I probably have just enough time to do this. So, let's do it, right? But, again, the big concern here is I declare one of the green guys here, the Hakunish, and then the Kamas collective sees that I'm at war. Maybe there's no fleets here, or there's only one fleet there, and then they start to attack us, right? It can get pretty messy. But if I don't expand, I'm going to die, and I really need to take the lead guys out. Of course, obviously, he's not the huge lead. He's tied with me. Oh, I'm catching up a little bit. All right. But it'll make us stronger, right? So let's take First Fleet. Should be all set. Let's move them. Yeah, we'll move them here for now. Okay. Just going to get them in that general direction. Now, First Assault's got to pick up all those troops, which are probably still sitting here. Yeah, I should have been building more troops too, right? And this is obviously a risk taking all these guys because I could get attacked here. Why can't I pick them up? Are they all? No, they should be pickable. Oh, that's Ninth Fleet. Sorry, here's First Assault. Okay. First Assault, let's load those troops. Okay, let's do that. And then we'll come over here and grab all these troops, although I think some of them may be garrisoned. We'll have to see. Oh, somebody's got a weird warp drive there. Okay, they got all those guys almost. Good. Yeah, look at our money. It's doing really well. Oh, I should be rushing techs here, but all right. Here's the first Nova missile. I may even go to... Well, let's get through the rest of these techs because they're all important here. Another research... Okay, so... Oh, yeah, they're all garrisoned. Okay, see, they're all garrisoned. What a pain in the neck. All right, I don't think these guys are going to rebel anymore. I think they're relatively happy, right? Yeah, I don't think we're going to need all these. I'll leave like 2 guys here, but all right. And let's ungarrison these guys. So let's shift select for anybody who's curious. Ungarrison them. Okay. And then First Assault's going to pick them up. And then I want to go back to my home and make sure I'm building more. You know, at this point I should have, right? At this point I should be building troops everywhere. I have the money for it, right? Yeah, I really should be doing that. These guys are pretty good troops too. And I probably should build like more of these, you know, so I can build different types of troops everywhere else. But for now, whatever. I'm not that concerned. 5. A couple more and some infantry. Okay. Oh, that's all my money anyway. All right, good. So that'll help. We'll pick up some more at our home when we get there. Yeah, this is a real, I'm really kind of pressed for time here. Now, because the Shakturi can take over your ships, and again, spoiler alert here, obviously, I've really got to, first of all, spend a lot of tech on the psychic defense, and it really, you got to wait to get to, like, I think it's 30% before it even starts to work. But the other thing about this is I really don't want to build big ships, right? Because if you have a lot of frigates, and they capture one, big deal, right? But you got a lot of battleships and they capture one, you know, that's a problem. So I'm really not interested in building anything above a destroyer right now anyway. Other than making maybe one cruiser that's a command ship with fleet tracking and fleet ECM. Okay. All right, so now that I have that tech, I can build more. I'm just picking different planets here. I can build this high-tech academy. Okay. I'm just spreading them out so I don't lose them all in one shot if I get invaded. Okay. Oh, I never built this place. Okay. Yes, and that would be super helpful to me right now. Okay. And I'm also going to go in then and say I'm sick of losing all these. In fact, before we do anything else, yeah, there it is. That's probably the one I lost. But I'm sick of losing them. So let's set our spies to an automation here, right? Let's set our spies to mostly defense. I'm not sure that's going to help us all that much, but counterintelligence. Okay, so let's make this like 75. I'm sick of losing this stuff. Okay, otherwise I leave this on auto. Okay, good. So that's saved. Maybe that'll help. Let's see what happens. I mean, I've got plenty of constructors to rebuild these things, right? It's not a big deal. But it's just the thought of losing them. All right, and we're up to 2,000. That's great. And of course, right, for bonuses, obviously, I've got this all research because I built that. I think I built the editor. It's the Mega Lab, right? So that's huge. And then, of course, obviously, these are very high because of, well, a bunch of stuff, right? Different research centers, but also the these new things I'm building right now. These, yeah, they're academies or whatever they're called. So that's great. Yeah. Okay, good. So, you know, our tech, even though it's only 2,000, still pretty good. But these bonuses, right, particularly it's all bonus here, that's huge, right? So I'm definitely researching super quickly here, which is great. So, and by the way, that's the next thing I want is I want next level shields to be able to defend against these creatures. That's a big one. And that's going to take the Meridian. It's really going to be a lot of work. So what I've got to do is do somebody else in parallel. See? Oh, I got to do more than that? Maybe I don't have enough bonus here. High energy. Wait, do I not need these then? Let's see. No, I need both. Okay, yeah. No, first die energy. This is not bad too, right? So if my quantum capacitors become much better, that's great too. All right, I guess it wants me to do this, right? No. What am I missing? Oh, not enough money. Okay, whatever, that's fine. And then I want tier 2 Nova missiles, which actually is really high up there. But let's see. I think those things are going to go kind of quick. Let's see what happens. All right, so basically this episode is going to be about getting ready for the inevitable here. Oh, nothing I need to do. I can't have. All right, I need to leave one fleet here. I think I need to build another fleet is what I need to do, really. Okay. Do I have any fleet? I don't have anybody there. Okay. Oh, yeah, 9 fleets there. So I'm going to leave 9 fleet there at that hot spot, obviously. But I'm going to need another fleet to go with me. Yeah, I know. I'd like to have a fleet there too, but I need 2 fleets to attack these guys. So I'm going to move him down here. Get ready. First assault picked up all those troops. They did. Okay. And then let's go home. I really, at this point too, right? There's a lot of things I should be doing. I should really have 2 assault fleets so I can hit 2 at a time. But we're going to do this. We're going to jerry-rig this invasion. So I'm going to attack with these 2 fleets. I'm also going to need backup. So maybe a second fleet will serve that purpose to defend when these guys start coming after me. So I need to build another fleet is what I need to do. Nice. More planetary defense. That's cool. Okay, do I have a new academy? I must, right? We'll go back here. Yep, Weapons Academy. Okay, done. Well, that's cool. So where, yeah, here at this very important colony here, I'm going to add another defensive base here. Defensive building. Okay, weapon. Great. Let's let it go. Now, I'd love to wait for these shields, but I don't think I have time to. I mean, I got to get this invasion off, declare peace, and then get ready for these creatures here. Again, money is everything. So if I get more money, I can do it all. If I don't, I can't, right? Oh, that continental planet must have been occupied by somebody else. Well, I waited too long on that. Okay. Wow, got a lot of text. Now, I turned tech trading off. Obviously, if I had tech trading on, I could get there a lot quicker for a lot of this stuff, right? But I wanted to make the game a little bit harder. It definitely makes the game more difficult. Great, a new admiral. Oh, and we got another guy back. I wonder how good he was. So let's make sure that all my fleets have admirals, because we didn't before. If you remember, we were way down there. Yeah, let's go here, admirals. Let's take a look. Oh, I still only have 4. Okay. That guy's not very good. That's the guy I think we got back from them. Yeah, only the guy commanding first fleet is really good. All right. Anyway, so that's 3rd fleet. Let's get this guy to 9th fleet, because that's defending here. And then 3rd, no, not 3rd. I think it's the next big fleet is 8th? Maybe 8th. I don't remember. 8th fleet might be a small fleet. Whatever. But we're going to build them all up anyway. Okay, good. Checking here. Right, and I haven't been, no, you're right. I have not been checking on these things, particularly the things that are close. Okay. And that's probably hurting me a little bit. I'm looking for things that are red. Obviously, anything with Castellan is good. Okay. Yep. I mean, if it's in a strategic place for me. These aren't necessarily in strategic places for me, but... Wow, I can't believe I have a shortage of Krypton. Well, if Superman invades, I'll be in a little bit of trouble. Okay. That's way out of... All right, let's get it. Let's let it run. Oh, and did I don't remember if I ever sent first assault back home. Yeah, I did, didn't I? Yeah, let's see. Some more troops. 15,000. Oh, we're almost full. Wow, that's great. Retrofit them again. Okay. I have a feeling I missed another building, so let's take a look. I'm just clicking that anyway, just in case it ever gets cleared. Let's see if I can build another building. Yep. Energy Academy. Okay. Let's go to this guy. Industrial Academy. Great. Wow, that's really cool. More defense. Okay, so let's go back. Wow, I'd love to see him attack me actually, and just see how good all these weapons are, these planetary defenses are. Where are we here? Yeah, this one, right? No, that one right there. That's pretty cool. We'll build both of those. And of course the other one too. Do I have the money for it? No, I don't. Well, for one of them I do. Okay. Wow, that'll be real interesting to see all those weapons at once. I don't know if I want to do that. Are they at war with anybody? Let's see. And will they be at war with anybody? They are... No, they're not. All right, we'll make an alliance. We're going to need them. They're really weak, right? So if we go here, I think they're almost useless. So this doesn't really help anybody per se, other than maybe I can get like research. Yeah. Let me talk to them, see if I can do a research agreement with them. But that's really for a story. This is really for, you know, playing the game and doing a story, right? Because I don't think that's really going to help me. Offer treaty. Oh, maybe we already have one. Yeah, we do have a research. Okay, we already have a research agreement. And it's not bringing me much, right? If you look at my research, I don't think it's bringing me one, maybe. I'm not even sure. Yeah, one from research treaty partners. So obviously those guys are just a burden to anything else. But whatever. It's fun. We're role playing here. So we're helping our little brothers in case they ever get in trouble. Okay, another one. Don't really care where I put it. There it is. Construction. Okay. All right. Now, I don't know why my money is so low here. My cash flow. I built a lot of defensive bases. I know they take up a fair amount. And of course, obviously, I can look here and see, right? So what is killing us here? And I bet you it's ship and base maintenance. Yeah. That's a lot of money. Right? So the defensive bases, you can find out exactly, right? If I go to, let's see if I go to bases here. Right. How much each one maintenance costs. Let's go here. Build cost, maintenance, 600 each, right? It's not a ton, but you add up 10 of them or however many I have, right? Yeah, it's not as bad, not as bad as I thought. Huh. Okay. So, and I don't have that many ships. I mean, I really need more ships than I have. Okay, we're getting into our shields here, but it's going to take a while. All right, I'm really stretching in here. I think these creatures are going to show up pretty soon, and I'm going to have a war going on at the same time. And I was really hoping to have enough money to build another fleet. Ugh. Okay. Anyway, let's do this invasion, right? So I just want to make sure my fleets are... Yeah, I really don't have enough ships to do this. This is really... And third fleet, right? Okay, and then I need second fleet as our backup here, but I don't have enough ships for them. And one more pickup for first assault. They're almost full, but... Okay. Now, our target, I think this is their home, right? It's so close to me. I wish I'd taken this out a lot earlier. So I think this is their capital. Anyway, there's two great colonies here, so I think I'll do what I did like in the other game. However, they're not at war with anybody. This is the better colony, yeah. They're not at war. I wonder if this is their capital. there it is. Okay. So they're not at war with anybody. And they have a lot of defensive bases. Okay. I mean, this probably won't go well. Let's see what their situation is. If they're at war with anyone, I doubt it. Oh, they are. Beautiful. Wow, where are these guys compared to them? The IAD. Let's see where the IAD is. Is that up here? Oh, that's great. All right, they're at war. Although they're pretty far away. All right, we got to risk it. The plan was to have a lot more money and build another fleet, but I don't know. Let's try it. What do we have to lose? Let's see how big this ship destroyers. That's what we have. That's our level. Let's see. Yeah, I don't know, right? How strong these guys are in frigates. Okay. I mean, I'm going to bring in 2 fleets there. I'm just worried about what they do to me, right? That's the bigger concern. And I really should have invested in the better hyperdrive. I think I'm maxed out, though, in the current TAC, right? Let's see. Yeah, I'd have to get to the next level. So, whatever. Hopefully we'll be able to respond. Let's see what happens. It's a risk. But I'd love to get all their tech, I'd love to get this whole sector here. And then buy their research stations. Okay, let's go in. Now, again, one of the things I'm not thrilled about this game is I will take a rep hit, but I can just go right in here, wait for both ships to show up, both fleets, excuse me, to show up, right? And then just take these guys out in full surprise mode, and they don't usually react. So I'm not a huge fan of that. Now, I don't want these guys getting here too soon. So I'm going to hold them off a little bit like we did last time. Okay, here we go. This is not ideal, but, right, it's a time constraint here. In fact, I really got to get some ships to that anomaly soon, very soon. Let's see how this war goes. Oh, one more tech. One more tech. I'll put it here, far away from the front. And it's... No, I thought we just got to... Am I wrong? Because I'm wrong. Okay. I'm wrong. All right. We're almost there. Now I'm going to probably call in first assault. Yeah, it'll take them a while to get there. I should have done it earlier, but that's all right. Probably going to end up bombarding these guys. All right, and we're going to have them come right in. I'm hopefully... Well, all right, I won't. Hopefully we'll have beaten these guys down by then. They don't have a lot of troops here. This will go pretty quick. I mean, it's almost tempting to send the transports in right here, right? And they got a lot of planetary defense, though. Yeah. Yeah, I got to bombard this place. All right, here we go. Yeah, this is going to be a little ugly. I thought third fleet. Oh, that's his third. Where's first fleet? Oh, they're here. Okay, great. All right, so let's move in. I don't want to be too close, actually. All right, here we go. It's going to be crazy. Yeah, sorry. We need your territory. We're not friendly. Okay, he's going to focus on this guy. No. Take out the spaceport. And we'll take out this guy. We're going to take a lot of damage from the planet, right? That's the problem here. All right, let's see what happens. Here goes nothing. Oh, I did have Nova weapons. I could have upgraded my ships before the war. That would have been smart. That would have been really smart. I didn't do that. Look at this planetary assault on these guys. Wow. Oop, some of them are missing. My PD's picking up some of them. That's cool. That's fun to watch. It's so much fun to watch the PD take them out. But there's a lot of them, and they just keep coming. All right, this guy should be getting hammered by missiles right now. Oh, I guess he is. There he goes. All right, we're going to move these guys in, and I think I can go... Oof. No, that guy's too close. Well, yeah, I should take this guy out, too. Okay. Once these two are out, I'm going to hover over here, and then I got to get rid of these planetary defenses. They're killing my ships, I'm sure. Oh, actually, they're holding their own. That's not terrible. Interesting. He's got no fleet, no ships here whatsoever, really. Just the civilian ships. I don't know what the hell that is. Okay. Let's go. I love this hive ship. It's just so huge. Okay, that's gone. All right, so let's move these guys in right to there. Okay, and then once this... Actually, maybe I'll just have them attack, but no, it's not what I want. So let's have these guys attack this guy. Maybe they'll jump there. And then I want to bombard with these guys, but I really want this base wiped out first. Oh, here's first assault. Okay. Don't get too close. I don't want the ground defense to be firing at these guys too fast. I really want to get to bombarding. Come on. Alright, it looks like that's going to be down. Yeah, it's going to be down. So I'm going to actually send these guys to bombard right away. Okay. And then these guys too. I think that'll be gone by the time in 5 seconds. Let's see. Did I do it too early? Alright, let's watch this happen. I just want the buildings destroyed more than even the troops. Okay, you guys are taking your sweet time. Let's go. Yeah, see, I'm taking damage from these guys here. The fighters from them, probably. And by the way, I meant to check what kind of weaponry they have here. Oh, okay. Yeah, medium epsilons 4. It's not terrible. I think we're ahead of these guys, technology-wise. Alright, this place should be taking a beating. They did. Okay, so they're down. See? That's all I needed. Alright, so stop doing that. Let's finish this guy. I wish these guys would hurry up. I'd like to move on to the next target. Here they come. Okay. And I'm going to move away. I want to move away from these defensive bases so I stop taking fire from them. I'm going to speed it up a little bit, but we stop bombarding. At least for now. But they always end up repairing those buildings super fast, right? Yeah, see, there it goes again. It's just a fighter base, but... Alright. I just want... and there's the troop class. I don't care about that. Alright, let's go. Let's go. See, some of them are close, but come on, the rest of them got to catch up. Oh, I can see it's at the planetary beam defense is back, so let's just give this one more little hit. Where's First Fleet? I think First Fleet's stronger. Okay, bombard. Not that it's going to matter. Okay, there it is. That's all I needed. The buildings are destroyed again, or damaged again, whatever. All right, these guys are all close enough. Let's do this invasion. It'll be 2 seconds, right? Because I don't think they have a lot there. There it goes. It's going to be so quick. Oh, I'm at ×4 speed. I didn't want to do that. Oh, I caught it. Okay, research's over. So, I got it. So I'm going to convert my other fleets that are just sitting around. I'm going to upgrade them, I think. Yeah. Okay. I'm just looking at my weapons here. So, yeah, that's too far out ahead. I don't want to do that. I want to look at other stuff here. Yes, you know what I need, and I haven't spent enough time on this, is fleet countermeasures and fleet targeting. And I think, yeah, and I have a multi-role. Okay, so I'm going to build light cruisers to do that. Oh, and I've got capital ship. That's nice, too. All right, and then armor. Let's see. Am I caught up in that tier? No, not really. Oh, I know. I haven't built the advanced shields yet. That's what I really need. Okay, that's what I was going for. Yeah, shielding makes a huge difference here. Okay. Let's see how long that's going to take. Oh, I can't tell. All right. Did I take it yet? No, it's really soon. You can watch the battle here. These guys assimilate really quickly if I remember correctly. Okay, there we go. Right. Thank you. And we got a whole bunch of new techs. Oh, wow. Okay, see that super torpedo? So I should stop. Yeah. I should go right to that. And I can probably get that done. And with the Meridian shields and that weapon, I can probably get it done by the time the Shakturi arrive. Although I got to work on the psychic pathway too. But yeah, that would be really cool because that does hurt them. It's really hard to hurt them, but I've used that before. I think that really hurts them. So I might have a fighting chance. Let's see what happens. Okay. This is so funny. So the mining stations don't convert, but the defensive bases do, as does the resort base. And then they're firing at these guys. It's hysterical. Okay. Now, obviously, first thing I need to do is take all these ships and refuel them. Although they're not too bad. I'm just going to tell them to repair. But these guys I'm going to tell to refuel. And the other thing I want to do right away is build a spaceport. Okay. And then these guys can refuel too. All right, great. Now, I haven't seen any of their ships doing anything. So I'm going to back conquer this way. And then this. And maybe they're just too busy with their other war, but this is great. I've got a small fleet here, and I've got, of course, second fleet can move anywhere he has to. So this is good, but I really, 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 really want these shields to hurry up so that I can upgrade these fleets. And then it's almost too late, but I really got to go to this place. I forget where it is. I think it's over here where they're going to be coming in. Anyway, I'll look it up later. I'm really pushing my luck here. I should have timed it actually, but I didn't look at the time when it happened because they'll be here sooner than you think. Oh, another research base destroyed. Okay. So much for all that countermeasure actually helping us here. Not countermeasure, excuse me, the counter-espionage. Okay, so we're at an hour, so I think I'm going to stop here. So I'm happy. Oh, and before we do anything, actually, I just conquered this place. Let's make sure. Yeah, it does. It has the Planetary Administration District. Okay. I probably should have conquered the other place in here, but I'll do that one next episode. All right, so I put a dent in these guys. I'm getting some pretty key tech pretty quickly, and that's key because my research is not bad. So I want to be able to build some fleets to fight off the creatures when they first come in, the Rift creatures. I got to do that soon, like right at the beginning of next episode. I want to finish this war up. I'm going to take this other colony in this system, quickly run and grab these two. These guys don't seem like they're putting up a big fight. And then grab all the research here, and then that's it, right? Other than unless the red guys attack us, the Kamas attack us, I got to focus on getting ready for the Shakturi. And that's it. So thanks for coming on another episode. Don't forget to subscribe and like. And next episode, we'll finish fighting the Hakunish, and we'll be fighting Rift Striders, I think they're called, the creatures from the Shakturi when they come out. That'll be our next episode. Thanks so much for watching.